You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics. Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work-hard, play-hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com. Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock. A little late this afternoon. Apologies for that as you're getting some technical issues worked out down here at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Bear, I feel like we were just here.
Yeah, it does feel that way. I'm not complaining. One of my favorite places to hang out.
Yeah, man.
Talk about sports and enjoy an afternoon.
I'll be honest. Part of the delay might also be due to the fact that I ate way too much for lunch today.
You looked a little, I'm not going to say sluggish, but
yeah. Well,
it's getting to be that time of in the calendar year where it's hit or miss with you some days.
Good warm food is my weakness, man. And like I haven't eaten anything today. I told William Pattison I'll come down and help you guys set up. By the time I got here, I was famished. And I said, bring me, I just got a small Caribbean jerk pizza.
Yeah. I mean, you say small, but a small is huge. It's about the size of a dinner plate.
I ate it all.
Well, I brought you
I
something.
deleted that pizza. What do you got here?
It's from a local donut shop.
A brown bag. I feel like I'm getting drugs. Here. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You got in there.
It's called a cronut.
Well, that's
please wait till after the show.
I'm not going to eat it now. That's a little too much. Thank you, buddy. All right.
So
yeah, it's with that, and then like I think the bartender's trying to give me a caffeine overdose because I have my Diet Coke, just pizza and Diet Coke, man. It's just I was in heaven sitting here watching basketball. She kept giving them to me. I have like 5 Diet Cokes. I've just been peeing for the past hour, and I'm really full, really full of pizza.
What could possibly go wrong? You being really full and over caffeinated.
It's good. No, I'm good. I'm glad we're all here. Walker, everything good back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios?
Yep, we're all good and ready to go. Looking forward to a good afternoon.
Well, it's good to be here with you all live at Barley's in the Old City, where we will be until 6 p.m., heading right into tip-off against Houston tonight, and you're invited to come down here and watch the game with us. Tennessee taking on the number 2 team in the land, the Houston Cougars, tonight. So very exciting. Hopefully we can keep the partnership of Gillespie and Ament going, and 52 points between the two of them yesterday. Going to need that again. Now, I've not watched some. We're going to visit with big show today. We got Shumpert coming up here at 3:20. He's in Vegas. He's live at the scene.
Apparently, all our basketball buddies on the show are in Vegas.
They've got it tough, right?
Oh, yeah. But Shumpert and Aaron Torres right now, real tough.
They are there on the scene. And then in hour number 3, Baskerville's going to jump in. And he was telling me, I did not watch a ton of the basketball last night. I was watching Monday Night Football for the most part, closing out the Keg of Glory's 4th consecutive fantasy win over Walker Smith.
Bow down, Walker Smith.
The Keg of Glory takes the Drive Championship. Both Baskerville and Walker bested by the KOG this year. Bear, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. Didn't want any. So
last time I played you in fantasy sports, I beat you, and then I won the championship.
Yeah, I won the show champion. I'm the show champ this year, and I miss it. I missed most of the basketball yesterday. Bob said so. Apparently, Syracuse took Houston to overtime.
Yeah,
before bowing out yesterday.
Yeah, I can't decide how to feel about that. Whether it should give us hope that maybe they aren't as good as they were last year, or Kelvin Sampson probably got on their rear ends last night, and we're going to get, a fired up, wanting to put last night behind them Houston team. I can't decide which.
Yeah.
So.
The Houston does not have everybody on that team. I know that Uzan guy is back, who he was a handful for us last year, as I recall. So we got Baskerville's thoughts on the basketball game. Come on down and watch it with us. We'll be here at Barley's, and again, like to thank the organizers of the event for working with us on start times. The 1 p.m. start was really good for us yesterday, and the 6 p.m. start is even better as we serve as your official UT basketball pregame show here this afternoon on Fan Run Radio. Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
Oh, God.
Pavia's mom versus Mrs. Aguilar. By the way, does Pavia's mom have a first name? Or is she just like the Stifler's? Is she the Stifler's mom of the SEC? She's just Pavia's mom.
Honestly, man, I saw a picture of her from somewhere. I don't see what all the hubbub's about.
Oh, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Okay. Personal appearance is not show fodder.
Unless it's positive personal appearance. I mean, she's a nice-looking lady. What?
I don't know. I heard somebody on another show this morning trying to set the over-under on whether or not the Pavia brothers will get arrested in Knox County.
I was told they only bought 1,500 tickets, Vanderbilt. Biggest game in school history, and they only bought 1,500 of the allotment.
The team they hate more than any other thing in existence.
Let me fact check that.
All right. Well, I mean, we're going to have to get in there and make it loud, make it nasty, make Vanderbilt uncomfortable. We can't make this,
Sorry, I'm being told that 1,300 tickets by my source over at the university. They bought 1,300 tickets, and they're not bringing their band.
So what's that? Less than 1% or right around 1%?
Yeah,
1% of the stadium. Yeah.
I'm sure
orange.
like they'll be sprinkled throughout. They'll have bought, but as far as like the allotment that they buy from the university, they only took 1,300.
I mean, they got
we can't lose to these nerds.
No, they got this 30-year-old journeyman quarterback.
We can't lose to these nerds. Cannot lose. Not an option. All right. Quick timeout. When we come back, we'll go out to Vegas. Ryan Shumpert of RTI standing by to join the festivities. You're listening to Fan Run Radio live today at Barley's. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
This is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. As we gather around the table this Thanksgiving, Robin and I just want to say how grateful we are for the families who trust us to help them buy or sell their home. If a move is in your game plan before the year ends, our team would be honored to serve you. Call 865-742-1035 or visit bonoshouses.com. Happy Thanksgiving from the Kregner Group. Walking by faith, serving others.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Halls High School wide receiver Brody Rogers. Rogers helped lead Halls to a 28-21 win over Central in the playoffs last week. Rogers had 8 catches for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Red Devils advanced to the state semifinals against Sevier County this week. Halls High School's Brody Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for. including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
The drive continues live this afternoon at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Russell Smith and Bear down here. Walker Smith back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, and pleased to be joined now by Ryan Schumpert of RockyTopInsider.com live in Las Vegas. Shump, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Shump just rolling out of bed to take the phone call from the drive. He's got a black eye, a nosebleed, a throbbing headache, doesn't know where he is right now. All he knows is he's got to get back up after what was it like at Vegas last night, Shump? I mean, you're over there on RTI's dime. You're staying in the penthouse up at the Palms. Paint the scene for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously the Jet, you guys are very well aware of. It's good to hear that Bob had relayed the news about the penthouse and a lot of RTI money on the gambling card too. So having a good time out here and enjoying some good hoops.
Now, is Rick Butler, is he the guy, does he play the Galifianakis role, the Dustin Hoffman numbers going through his head? He's the guy counting cards at the table. He's your ticket.
No, absolutely not. That's Sylvia. Rick, we can hardly trust to do very, very basic math, let alone count cards. So Sylvia's our quant at the tables.
I love it. I love it. Ryan, I love this basketball too, man. Tennessee fans loved seeing Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Amenth go off simultaneously for the first time. This is what we had heard about in the preseason, right? This is going to be Tennessee's 1-2 punch. And we finally saw it yesterday. A sign of things to come, or do we need to get some more data points here starting tonight with the game against Houston before we crown them?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I do think sign of what's to come with, when Tennessee's at its best, it's going to be those two guys and maybe some JP Estrella too. I think kind of leading the way offensively, driving the bus. I mean, I think this season you could have a more dramatic drop-off from like the average scoring for Tennessee's top one or two scorers compared to the rest of the team. I think there's going to be a big drop. So in that case, yes. At the same time, Rutgers is not a very good team. From the metrics analytics standpoint, they're the worst team in this whole tournament. So, it wasn't shocking to see Tennessee win comfortably. I certainly did not expect them to go out there and be up by 37 midway through the second half, and it's a great performance. But we'll start to figure out more, and certainly the test will get much, much more difficult for Gillespie and men on the offensive end tonight against Houston. And, likely we'll see how the bracket unfolds or how the seeding unfolds, and should be another challenging matchup for the Vols tomorrow, too.
Ryan Schumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, our guest here this afternoon, live in Las Vegas, covering the Players Era Tournament, where Tennessee takes on Houston tonight at 6 p.m. You can come watch the game with us tonight down here at Barley's in the Old City. And Shump, we remember, of course, the Elite Eight matchup with Houston last year, where they were, quite frankly, outclassing a very good Tennessee team. They were really good. How does that Houston team compare to last year's team? I know they got taken to overtime by Syracuse last night.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise and a kind of one of twofold interest for Tennessee, because the Vols will head up to Syracuse here next week in the ACC-SEC Challenge. So, but there's a lot of guys back on this Houston team. 3 of the 5 starters. They have Joseph Tugler, who was their National Defensive Player of the Year finalist in the front court. Milo Suzanne, Emmanuel Sharp, who were 2 of their 3 guys in the backcourt. And then it's 2 freshmen who play other huge roles for them. Chris Senack, Tennessee fans might remember, the Vols finished really runner-up or maybe in 3rd place in his recruitment back last year. And then Kingston Flemings has been all these really impressive freshmen in college basketball this season. He's been up there with the tops of them for most impressive so far, even though he didn't play great yesterday. So it's another really good Houston team. I do think it's somewhat notable there are 2 freshmen playing huge roles. So I think there's a little bit of a learning curve for them, and that's something that, at least going back to last year, Houston struggled a little bit early. I think they lost 3 games even in November before, maybe losing 3 the rest of the way. So it feels like a team that's typically a little bit more gettable early in the season, and some, maybe some reasons to believe that too with some young players. And also, just from a format standpoint, that game going into overtime being later in the day yesterday, all their starters, I think, played around 40 minutes, or at least north of 30, 35 minutes. Tennessee got to rest some guys in the second half. That should play to the Vols' advantage as well.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it from that angle because we did get, Gillespie and Amon off the floor pretty early yesterday as Tennessee just handled Rutgers. So maybe the conditioning factor plays into Tennessee's advantage a little bit. What do you think points of emphasis are for Rick Barnes and the staff as they send these guys out there tonight against a very good Houston team?
I think a couple things that stand out. One, Houston has a trio of good guards in the backcourt, and that's just defense has been obviously Tennessee's calling card, and they just haven't faced anybody like that so far this year. So you have Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament, who all eyes will be on what they can do on the offensive end of the court, but by far the biggest challenge they will have had at this point in the season defensively and the way Houston will test them. I think that'll be a big challenge from Barnes' staff to his players, and certainly something I'll be watching for. 2 other things. Tennessee turnover issues obviously probably been their biggest weakness early this season. Houston, that's one of their calling cards. They're going to play a lot of pressure defense. They're going to make it really difficult on you. And if Tennessee plays sloppy and isn't ready for physicality, they could turn the ball over enough in this game to give themselves a really, really hard chance to win. And then I think the big thing I'll be looking for, or maybe most interested in this game, Tennessee lost to Houston last year to end the season. Their other 2 final losses of the year were Florida and Ole Miss. Tennessee got killed on the glass in all 3 of those games. And from a roster construction standpoint, that was a big point of emphasis for Rick Barnes this offseason. Tennessee has gotten bigger. They've been elite on the glass, especially the offensive glass, ranked first nationally through 6 games this season. Obviously, the challenge will get much, much more difficult for Tennessee against Houston. So just from the standpoint of what Tennessee focused on this offseason of wanting to be better at, it's going to be put to the test. And I think we're going to figure out whether, at least have a better idea, whether this Tennessee team is just a good rebounding team or one that can truly be one of the best in the country this season.
Look, there's Baskerville on the big screen here, Bear, coaching his Creighton Blue Jays against Iowa State and not doing a very good job of it either. No. Creighton getting the hammer dropped on it right now by 18. Iowa State.
Wow. Iowa State looks good. Well, if you notice that, Shump, that Creighton's coach bears a striking resemblance to Bobby B.
That was a big talking point when Tennessee played Creighton in Sweet 16 2 years ago. I think the day before the game at the press conferences, Butler and I were looking at each other. We're like, is this Bob? Has Bob been living a double life?
If anybody could pull it off, it would be Baskerville.
He's still trying to figure out. Right. He's still trying to figure out life without Ryan Kalkbrenner after he had him for roughly 22 seasons. I believe he was recruited during the Reagan administration. Ryan Shumpert with us live in Vegas. He's at the Players Era Tournament. Now, a lot of people confused by the format of this tournament, Shump. We knew that Tennessee was going to play Rutgers yesterday and Houston today. I'll be honest, I still don't know when or who we may be playing tomorrow. There's like 8 different possibilities as far as opponents. And when you start talking about point differential, I feel like we're talking about the European Champions League. I'm looking at goal differential and things like that here. Look, there's Jamal Mashburn. Can you walk us through what exactly the possibilities are as far as who and when Tennessee might be playing tomorrow?
Yeah, I honestly don't understand it that well either because, I get the general system. It's point record, head-to-head, the tiebreakers, then point differential. You're capped at 20 points, so Tennessee only got 20 points yesterday or plus 20 yesterday in whatever it ended up being, 25, 26-point win. And then it's points scored and then it's points allowed. So that's all the tiebreakers. The thing that I continue to not understand, there's 2 other SEC teams out here. There's multiple Big Ten teams out here. They say they don't want to make you play a team in a non-conference either that you could possibly play. So Syracuse and Tennessee's case. So what happens when you do all this seeding and inevitably a couple of the teams are SEC versus SEC or interconference matchups, that's where it gets confusing. So generally speaking, what I can tell you is Tennessee should play someone that will have the same record as them in the first two games of the event, and then it will almost certainly be tomorrow and not Wednesday. Not Thursday. Better chance Tennessee wins, it should be later in the day. If they lose, it should be earlier in the day tomorrow, generally speaking. But that's about what I know about it. I'm pretty confused about the process as well.
Oh, thanks for attempting to clear it up there, Shampa. I'm gonna watch the game tonight, and then at some point, I'm guessing we'll find out when we play tomorrow, and I'll watch that one too. So.
That's kind of been my thought process. Maybe start to figure it out a little bit after the game today, but mostly just wait for them to tell me who Tennessee's playing and start writing it up to get ready for it.
I was told there would be no math, and that's what I'm sticking to
in sports broadcasting.
Yep, indeed. Shump, this tournament is interesting. You know, I'm watching last night. I did flip on a little bit of the Maui Invitational.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that field, and I'm like, this is not, Maui, you've usually got Duke or Carolina. You've usually got Kansas or Michigan. You've got big-name teams out there. It's like USC and NC State are the flag bearers out there. All the good teams, Shump, are in this thing. And, we haven't seen it before. So, what is this? And is this the future of basketball? Or are we going to is this the death of the other Feast Week tournaments, the Maui Invitational, the Battle for Atlantis, the thing down at Disney World that we've been in a couple of times?
It feels like if it's not the death, it is, gets severely hurting those. And I don't see a ton of reason to think that's going to change. This field's only expanding going forward. So, yeah, it does kind of feel that way. I think that certainly the NIL funding, each team gets a cut going in, and then obviously the winner will get more money at the end. So I think that's a big part of it. I think compared to Maui, the coaches not having to travel all the way out there, and especially for Tennessee and the calendar with the ACC SEC champion or challenge is always that next week after Feast Week. I know Rick Barnes didn't like that 2 years ago when they got back and quickly had to go to North Carolina. So those are a couple of reasons why. But yeah, it definitely feels like, I don't know about dying, but certainly being severely more weak going forward.
Well, they're talking about expanding this to over 30 teams next year. And I get it is kind of cool that you're playing for $1 million to split up with your boys. I mean, teams always want to win these Feast Week tournaments, but that adds a little bit of intrigue and urgency to the festivities, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think so. You always wonder how much it really adds to it. You don't want to see your team playing markedly harder when there's money on the line.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. But no, it does add a little bit of interest. And yeah, I mean, it's just such a mess as a format, which to me is my biggest issue with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
As they continue to expand, how that you really fix that, or what they've proposed in the early offset of what I've heard does not sound like a good format.
No, just give me a bracket, something that I can look at and predict and easily understand. I agree with that. As we visit with Ryan Shumpert here this afternoon. Ryan, got to switch gears here a little bit. Let's talk football. Tennessee gets the big win in the Swamp. Volunteers defeating Florida decisively on the road. Our first win down there since 2003. And not a lot of time to celebrate because you got to turn around, and another huge matchup with Vanderbilt coming in here this weekend. Ryan, has Tennessee cleaned up its act enough, offensively in particular, to expect success Saturday against the Commodores?
Yeah, I think that's the big question. I would say so. To me, Vanderbilt's defense they've not played an extremely difficult schedule to this point in the season, and their pass defense especially feels gettable to me. So Tennessee should be able to move the ball in this game, should be able to score if they're efficient in the red zone. Now, to your point, Tennessee's going to have to play clean football. They showed that last week, but largely this season it hasn't been completely clean, and they've struggled to find consistency in that area. But I think just from a pure matchup standpoint, Tennessee should be able to move the ball well in this game and score points. And defensively, I think it's a much bigger challenge against a Vanderbilt offense that's been pretty darn good this season.
We talk about the money being a motivating factor for basketball players in this tournament. What about Diego Pavia's words on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast? We're going to run Tennessee. He's doing the Heisman pose out there against Kentucky. He was on Netflix saying bleep every one of those guys. Does that add motivation in your mind for Tennessee, or should they already be properly motivated heading into this game?
Yeah, I mean, you hope they'd all be properly motivated, but I think that's certainly, if anybody's not, that's certainly an extra dose of motivation that doesn't hurt. And especially talk about Tennessee in this game from a fan standpoint, a Tennessee fan standpoint, you want to see Tennessee, in Vanderbilt's chances of making the playoffs, to rule that out, to effectively end their season. You don't know whether the players feel that way, especially in a rivalry game that's been so one-sided in recent history. But Vanderbilt, having talked so much, and Pavia, obviously just his demeanor, I think certainly provides that extra motivation. So, again, you would hope everybody would be locked and motivated anyway, but I certainly think for anyone that's not, this is one of those things that I fully expect to get their attention.
Ryan, any thoughts on Diego Pavia's mom? Will we be seeing her early and often, front and center in Neyland Stadium Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I would guess so. Like, I haven't sat down and watched the totality of a ton of Vanderbilt games this year, but it does feel like they show her a ton. And, I feel like they've gone to most of the road games. So that's my expectation on Saturday.
We know Lydia Aguilar's name. Why don't we know Diego Pavia's mom's name? Do you agree with the Drive's theory that she is just like the Stifler's mom of the SEC? She doesn't have a name. It's just Pavia's mom.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's a fair theory. I do wonder, it's just, she's the only mom I could think of that they show consistently in these games. Now, granted, I'm not watching as many as maybe some other people are because I'm working on Saturdays. But maybe it's because of that, but I think it's a fair theory.
Will we have a Theo Vaughn sighting in Neyland Stadium Saturday?
Now, that's a really good question. And that's, a guy who has divided allegiance. Very rarely do I ever want, a celebrity like Jelly Roll, for instance, was at a Tennessee game earlier this season. And I don't mean to be a hater, but Jelly Roll was at the Tennessee Vanderbilt basketball game in Nashville last year, hyping up the crowd, wearing Vanderbilt gear. Why are you letting him at the Neyland Stadium sideline wearing Tennessee gear? That's how I feel typically on days. I'm an old man. That's kind of that take. Theo Vaughn is responsible for one of the greatest clips in the Josh Heupel area of him and Caleb Presley giving Josh Heupel a Gatorade bath after the 2022 Florida game. It's an unbelievable video. It's impossible to believe that it's real. And if he's in Neyland Stadium wearing Vanderbilt gear, it would just hurt. It would hurt the feel good nature of that clip. And I don't want to lose that.
Say what you will about McConaughey. Like, at least he has a team, and he does. That's his team. He goes on the road, and he's a Longhorn. He doesn't shill.
Pander.
Yeah, and Kenny Chesney famously has done that.
He's dead to me.
Other stars have done that before, and it's for them, it's business. I appreciate the rare star that's willing to alienate a large portion of their potential audience because, damn it, it's my team. Say what you will about Ashley Judd. She's not showing up at a North Carolina game in Carolina blue.
Heck no.
She's a Wildcat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always like to think about, what would you do as a fan if you had the fame and the money and whatnot? Doing what Matthew McConaughey does, just traveling to all the games, being on the sideline, being on the bench in basketball. That's the thing I'll give McConaughey credit for, too. He's not just showing up for Texas, Georgia in the big football games. He's a dedicated Longhorn through and through. He's sitting on the sideline trying to get the basketball team hyped up against Kansas State in a random Tuesday in January. So nothing but respect for McConaughey's fandom. Way better than these fair weather famous fans.
I'm telling you what, right now, guys, you would never see David Keith wearing at some kind of game wearing another SEC school's jersey. It's Tennessee through and through.
No, the great David Keith. Can you name a single David Keith movie, Ryan Shumpert?
Not a chance. Don't even know who he is.
You don't know who David Keith is? There's an obvious sports tie in here, right, Bear?
Yeah.
He was Jack Parkman in Major League 2.
That's exactly
His
right.
little shimmy made all the women in Cleveland swoon until it made them want to puke.
Yeah, he was a big time movie star, but
it's Mike Keith's cousin.
Yeah. Kind of, I don't know if he was.
I saw a Mike Keith Instagram clip the other day, and he said he has a cousin David, and he goes, no connection. And I go, is there a famous David Keith? Literally saw that in the last 2 days, so I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, it's his cousin, also an officer and a gentleman.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Lou Gossett Jr.
It was a big hit. What else?
Deborah Winger. He's been all over TV, and the wild part about it, he was in a bunch of, I think it was either NYPD Blue or Law and Order at some point. He'll have like a Tennessee helmet somewhere in the shot.
He had a steamy love scene with Pamela Anderson in her pre-Baywatch days, if you want to go look at the film.
Okay.
Check the tape.
Yes. All right, Chump, on that note, appreciate your time and enjoy the game tonight. Don't run that room service bill up too high for the RTI boys. I just picture Baskerville's jaw dropping when he gets back.
I can see that vein pulsating.
You had 2 T-bone steaks at night, Shump, in one night.
It's like the Andy Reid move.
Yeah, you could. Well, Ryan.
Had to get something for my date. What are you talking about? All right, Shump, appreciate you, man. Have fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, covering the Vols in Vegas. Think all those basketball beat guys get out, go hit up the craps tables or something, maybe a gentleman's club, something like that.
That crew?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't think they.
You don't think they're the partying types?
I don't think they're going to be at some high-end Vegas gentleman's club.
You think they're more likely to hit the sports book and
these guys
sit there and watch hoops?
Yeah, watch hoops,
make some wagers,
make place bets. Yeah, I've never been there. Have you?
To Vegas?
Yeah,
not as an adult lately. No, I
drive through it as a kid on a
no.
trip,
I stayed there when I was 14 years old. We my dad and I stayed at Treasure Island. We were going to. I've told you about the trip down the Colorado River, the Grand Canyon.
That's what I thought you might have.
So you had to fly into Vegas, and then we flew from Vegas to the middle of the desert in like a 7-seat Cessna.
Ooh.
And I was like in the back. So it's like, 3 rows of 2 seats and then like 1 seat in the back.
Yeah.
And I was a kid. So they stuffed me back there. And I never got seasick or motion sickness at all until that I was grown. Yeah, but that was the first time I was like, it's because it's bouncing around.
Oh,
and I'm back
sure.
there. We flew over the Hoover Dam and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. Just land this thing, please. I'm about to puke all over the luggage. But yeah, we came back and stayed at Treasure Island, which I believe is connected to the Mirage. I don't even know if those are still there anymore. I meant to ask Shump this. They showed the outside of the MGM where we're playing, and right next to it, there's buildings huge. Is that the A's stadium? If they started building the A's stadium, Walker, do you know? In Vegas?
I don't know if they confirmed plans or broke ground on it. I think they got it approved.
It looked like they're building a stadium or something.
Well, they might have been breaking down from the F1 race that was there over the weekend.
But no, it was a construction. Like they're building something.
Yeah, I don't know. Then maybe it is a stadium. I don't know if it'd be right there though.
That is, I know you didn't. Walker, did you happen to check any of the highlights out from the Formula One Vegas race?
I looked at it a little bit. I didn't look at the highlights though.
It's pretty wild. They ride around the sphere.
Yeah.
I'd be very distracted.
Oh yeah.
It does seem like a weird place to put a ballpark right in the middle of
the strip
all
and all
that.
that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the Sphere's right down there, isn't it, Walker?
The what?
The Sphere.
Yeah, it's all in the general area. But when I think about it, is like Allegiant has like the highway in between the Vegas Strip and the stadium, whereas like it looks like they're just going to put Vegas or the new baseball stadium right there, which I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see.
Why didn't we take a fan run trip on the fan run private jet to this thing?
I don't know.
Fan run in Vegas. That has a lot of potential right there. Maybe next year. All right, quick timeout. You're listening to The Drive live this afternoon at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria in the Old City. Back to wrap up hour number 1 right after this.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Join Fan Run Radio for a special Black Friday live broadcast of The Drive this week at the Casual Pint North Shore. We'll be getting ready for the Vols and Vandy with frosty beverages, great food, and lively conversation as we watch Friday's big college football games inside on big screen high-definition TV. So come kick off the weekend with The Drive, live this Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore, 2045 Thunderhead Road. Be there.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Citizens National Bank.
Don't let the chaos of the holiday season slow you down. Adding your CNB bank cards to your digital wallet makes checking out fast and easy. Forget digging through your wallet or entering payment information. Just tap, pay, and you're on your way. Add your bank cards to your digital wallet for a smoother shopping experience.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. Russell LeBear live at Barley's. Walker back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We'll check in with Bob coming up in hour number 3. Breaking news from the NFL this afternoon where Trayvon Moehrig, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, actually, I think you are. I heard it this morning.
From the Panthers, suspended for 1 game after punching Jawan Jennings In the family jewels.
Yeah, so you're in the family jewels. Yes.
Right in the gonads.
It was a hell of a shot he laid. I wouldn't have done it. Just, you do a mere quick Google of Juwan Jennings, you might find out that he's about it.
Yeah, he went after him in the post game.
Yeah. I think that's what the kid, that's what standing on business, really.
I would love to see the Titans sign Juwan this offseason. I
Bring
think,
him home.
I think not even the Tennessee angle, although that's an added bonus, but we need some of that toughness.
Yeah. Yeah.
On
I mean, he
roster.
plays till apparently it was from this goes bid. There's bad blood between him and a lot of people.
Yeah. It's not even like he's that good. I mean, he's good. He's not that good. He's not a burner or anything. Like he doesn't solve the Titans wide receiver problem, but
he's a good possession receiver.
He's a good possession receiver, but it's an attitude thing.
Yeah. And he blocks like a madman.
You need a guy like that.
And once he engages with you, he doesn't like to stop. Apparently, he had beef with this guy going back to last year.
Speaking of beef, Pavia and Pavia's mom and those brothers,
they're trouble.
They're like the brothers from the cousins from Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Fratellis. Go ahead. The cousins from Breaking Bad.
What was the name?
Oh,
Hector, the Salamanca. They're the
Salamanca
cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those they're just going to be sitting in Gen Pop.
Yeah, all three of them. I
That
guess
doesn't seem like a good idea. Like I'm not even kidding. Like that seems like an incident waiting to happen.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's all. It's out there.
They're only bringing 1,300 people. Our crazies are going to be there,
and they're going to be all over this.
They're gonna hear a lot.
Unfortunately, you might want to put them just someplace not around not in Gen
Give
Pop.
them a field pass. Put them in a box
Let
somewhere.
him stand down at the end of the sideline. I don't know. I mean, mainly for his mom. His brother's different. They can either behave or they can get tossed like everybody else. But yeah, according to reports their mom got arrested at the high school state championship match that Diego was wrestling in. And that tracks. He was a state champion wrestler. I mean, the guy's tough. I can't stand him. Don't want to lose to him. But I think we can all admit there's a reason why we're concerned.
He's got a little bit of that Juwan in him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a little bit of that dog in him.
Yeah. Yeah. You love having those guys. Remember how you always talk about how if they played for another team, we'd hate them with like Zakai, for
we
instance.
would love Pavia. We would love him.
We'd think it was hilarious. Oh, he's grabbing his junk.
Oh, he struck the Heisman pose. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Stay with us. The drive continues. We got a train going through. I don't know if you hear that in the background.
Down here in the old city.
Hour number 2. Coming up next, it's Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, 0 carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, If you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wolko. Here at Knoxville Smiles, every smile is unique and every smile has a story. We would love to get to know you and help you smile brighter with confidence. If you've been looking for a dental home that treats you like more than just a set of teeth, we would love to welcome you to the family. Please give us a call at 865-539-1776 or visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Men's Pro Knoxville.
Hey, Dad, can we play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have ED and performance issues, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Men's Pro Knoxville and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 865-544-8220 or book now in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, for every man in every season of life.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway, Fan Run Radio. We are live this afternoon at Barley's in the Old City, and we send things back to Walker Smith Stadium by the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios with today's Top 4 at 4. Walker, hit it.
Thanks, Russ. At number 1, number 17, Tennessee basketball is taking a step up in weight class tonight as the Vols take on the number 3 Houston Cougars at the Players Era Tournament in Las Vegas. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. and showing on TNT and at the Fan Run Watch Party at Barley's.
That's a great litmus test here early in the season. And just see how you stack up against a team that you know is going to be good. I was talking with Reed and some of the guys here. Like I could see Houston really getting physical with Ament in particular. You know, probably with Gillespie too, but he's played in the Big Ten. He's very experienced. Ament, aside from the game at Duke, is not.
He's a rookie.
I could see them really trying to challenge him. Now, maybe he'll step up and embrace it, but
hopefully he will.
It'll be. Regardless, it'll be good for him in the long run because he's going to see more of that once we get into conference play, obviously.
Oh, sure.
At number 2, attorneys for Brian Kelly have informed LSU in a letter that the schools claim that it had not, quote, formally terminated Kelly as its football coach has made it nearly impossible for him to get another coaching job. According to the letter, Kelly says he, quote, reserves all rights to seek any and all damages to the fullest extent permitted by the law for the interference in any potential job candidacy.
They're going to end up, if they aren't careful, end up having to pay him more than what they're already on the hook for with this contract.
The damages.
Yeah.
I think there's two things going on here. First of all, I don't think that Brian Kelly can't find a job because LSU hasn't technically fired him. Like
it's got more to do. Not many people.
Lane Kiffin has a job, and people want to hire him. Like I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that people don't want to hire Brian Kelly because he's just damaged goods. I mean, I'm sure he could get if Belichick left, like he could go to North Carolina. He could get a job like that.
Yeah. He'd probably do pretty well at a lower level. I don't know. I mean,
But that being said, I do respect his right to. I mean, he signed a contract with a buyout.
Yeah,
and it's a bad deal by LSU. That what the governor said was right, but there's a signed contract. You got to pay him. Like I'm not taking. I don't. Is it greedy to want 50 instead of 20 or whatever they're offering him? Yeah. But you had a contract.
They wrote the contract. They signed the contract.
I don't think many people listening right now would sign a contract, say, if you fire me, I get $50 million, and then get fired and not expect the entire $50 mil.
Exactly. And if they had anything on him to fire him for cause, they would have. Is he a great guy? Doesn't sound like it, but he didn't do anything to get fired for cause. They should just pay him his money and be done with it. But that's a lot of money when you're out offering Lane Kiffin.
At number 3, Kentucky coach Mark Stoops announced today that redshirt freshman quarterback Cutter Boley is planning to return to the Wildcats in 2026. This comes a day after Stoops reassured the media of his intentions to stay at Kentucky, saying, quote, "Whether you like it or not, I'm a Kentuckian."
Whether you like it or not. It's beautiful.
That's what your fan base wants to hear. Whether you like it or not, I'm your coach.
I mean, he's got a big buyout too, man.
Yep.
And they just aren't going to steer any money away from basketball to pay, they don't care as much about football.
Well, isn't Cutter Boley from Lexington?
I don't know.
Like, he's a Kentucky kid. Like, he's not going anywhere. I saw a quote from him last week where he said, Kentucky is where I want to be. I mean, he ain't going anywhere.
And at number 4, moments after San Francisco's win over Carolina on Monday night, 49ers wide receiver Jawan Jennings hit Panther safety Trayvon Moehrig with a quick open-handed right cross to the face mask. Late in the game, television cameras showed Moehrig delivering a punch to Jennings' groin area. Jennings did not immediately retaliate and was seen pleading with the officials to throw the flag on Moehrig. Moehrig has been suspended by the NFL for 1 game.
But so Jawan didn't get any punishment?
Not that I've seen yet.
I feel like those are extenuating circumstances, dude.
Yeah, it's a good message the league sent there. If you get punched in the wiener, you have the right to retaliate, and
even after the game.
Yeah. Thank you, Walker. Wow. That is the top 4 at 4 here on Fan Run Radio. It's brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Closed on Thanksgiving Day. They will be here tomorrow. They've got team trivia going on, and then they're back open on Friday. They'll have the game on here this weekend. The Vols take on Vanderbilt and college football all day long on Saturday. And, of course, we're going to be watching Tennessee and Houston as soon as we get done here at 6 p.m. Ball tips off in Vegas, and we'll see how Rick Barnes and the boys look against Kelvin Sampson's squad.
I'm looking forward to it. We had all these quad 4, and it gave Barnes a chance to, get the roster, play with the roster and the rotate, lineup rotations. But I'm ready to see this team for real against, the top, our peers, the top teams in the country.
Derek on the text box says, we finally looked like a complete team against 3-7 Florida with 0 to play for. They were missing several players as well. Even if they weren't, that gives me 0 confidence against Vandy. We have yet to beat a ranked team.
Huh.
Derek not exactly brimming with confidence there.
Call the cops on our party this afternoon. Derek, thanks. Appreciate it.
Ryan says, when is the Pavia Aguilar lawsuit supposed to be decided? That's interesting. I don't know to answer the question. Right. But if you're Heupel and you want an experienced quarterback next year, whether that's Joey Aguilar or another player from the portal, I would prefer to have Aguilar.
Yeah, because he knows the system now.
If that's Heupel's position, you need to know like here in the next week or two, right? Because if you're
portal window,
if you're not going to get him, if that lawsuit isn't going to pan out, then you got to be ready to make your play in the port. Like this can't drag on for 2 or 3 more months.
No, but I don't know. I don't know what the timetable.
I mean, like, what if you know how these court cases take? Like, they take forever to decide. Like, Pavia filed this thing like a year ago.
Yeah,
and so
I don't know. Could Aguilar get whatever temporary injunction that Pavia got that allowed him to play this year?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the nightmare scenario is we go spend a bunch. We assume that he's not going to get, because if you don't know, you have to assume he's not going to be there, right? You got to have somebody.
Yeah.
And so, say we go out and get we'll just use Levitt as it might be somebody else, but like say we pay like $3 million to Sam Levitt or fill in the blank quarterback to come here and be our guy, and then they announced that the Pavia Aguilar lawsuit that they won in May,
and now we got Aguilar with an extra year eligibility,
and Levitt both expecting to start.
Yeah, and Pavia and Aguilar probably on a better deal than what you're going to have to pay to get. I think Levitt's, I know we're just using for example. I imagine he's going to get 5. But.
So really, if you're Heupel, you need to know in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because like it's portal season, baby. It's here.
Yeah, and this is it, right? This is the only one.
Yeah,
here.
I believe so, right?
So what are you going to do?
Isn't it in January?
Yeah,
first it's like 10 days in January.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you need to know, but before then.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have a month.
I mean, we got Thanksgiving this week, and then it's a 3-week run up to Christmas and New Year's. So it's not like, it would not surprise me if there was some kind of delay, just because there's a ton of holidays coming up where court's not going to be in session. Judges aren't going to be working, so.
Walker says the portal opens up January 2nd. Runs the 2nd through the 16th, so 2 weeks. So we really need to know by the end of next month. And really before then, because guys are going to – you're going to know who's going into the portal, aren't you? You're going to know what's available, and you have to make your determination.
Right.
Like what direction you want to go in there, like who you want to get.
So you got 2nd to the 16th, so there's 2 weeks there where we would have to know something.
Walker, you did not include a Champions League update. I noticed my Chelsea boys are playing Barcelona today. I believe it was 1-0 at the half.
Oh,
you got beat by Leverkusen. You guys suck.
Whatever.
Did you see the Sheik?
Oh, we are 0-2.
The Sheik today said the following on the Twitter sphere: Tennessee leads the nation in rebound rate, which will come in handy against a team who claims to like to rebound. Shots fired. Houston is 72nd. Tennessee is 28th in offensive efficiency, and Houston is 119. The wrong team is favored. Sheik says he's going to take Tennessee in the 3.5 and sprinkle a little on the money line for the Big Orange.
Is that what you call a right side?
Well, no. I mean, it's just a pick. That's what the Sheik is saying.
I don't understand all of your all's lingo.
But you don't listen to their show. The only thing I would say about those numbers, and Sheik, if you're listening, feel free to call in. But I don't know who Houston has played, but I know we've played nobody. That they will be the first decent opponent we've played in the regular season.
Oh yeah. I mean, Duke. I keep forgetting Duke was an exhibition.
This will be the first
Real basketball
we
game.
should, with our size, we should rebound well against the teams that we've played, and we have. And I like seeing our offensive efficiency numbers up there in the top 30. It's
Yeah, when you get up a little bit higher, keep working on
well,
it.
it took a big jump from where it was at, before yesterday. So that's good that you play a Big Ten opponent and see those numbers go up.
Yeah.
865-966-3435, your phone number. If you want to get on the show, now's a great time to take a shot as we open it up for the first time this afternoon. Talking Tennessee basketball tonight against Houston. Your thoughts on this game and Vanderbilt. In a game, and I said this about one earlier, Walker, if you remember which game it was, I don't recall, maybe Arkansas, something like that, maybe Kentucky. It's not a must win, but it is a can't lose. It's not a must win, but it is a can't lose. Like if Vanderbilt's a good team this year, which is still weird, but it's the truth. But you cannot lose. You cannot let Vandy come in and punk you on your home field.
Absolutely not. Need to hit our marks, win this game, and then finish the season on New Year's Day, and then start looking towards next year, retooling. Another 10-win season.
Yeah.
You have any? Hey, I saw this last night. In the 14 years between Fulmer and Heupel, do you know how many non-win seasons we had, Russ?
In the 14 years after Fulmer?
Between Fulmer and Heupel.
2 Heupel, 9-win seasons, including a bowl game?
No.
Just 9-win
regular season.
We didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Butch won 9 with a bowl game at least once, maybe twice, but we didn't have any 9-3. We didn't have any 9-3 seasons since Fulmer.
Does it make me a sheep that I think people are being ungrateful to Heupel?
No. I don't know if ungrateful is the right word. I think people just want more, man. They just want it all, and I don't think that's unhealthy. That's what you want, man. That's the reason Alabama went out there and got Saban. Like, they just refused to settle, refused to accept it. That's why Clemson fans, like, okay, yeah, are they being ungrateful to Dabo? Yeah, probably. But you know what? They expect more than 7-5.
Right.
And I admire that. If you accept 7-5, guess what you're going to get? 7-5.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that we should accept 7-5, but
we're not. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
That has not been an issue for us.
I don't know.
Under Heupel, which is why you want to give him his credit.
Take the big guy. I'll take up for the big guy. I felt some of this stuff is unwarranted. Hot seat talk.
Like what? Well, I mean, but where's that coming from?
Well, the wing nuts. I mean,
yeah. Do you
fringe psychos?
Do you take those guys seriously though?
Not really.
Okay, so
most of them do call our show.
It is funny how we've. I don't know what that says about us that we attract those types of people, but I think most people, seasoned ball knowers,
right,
people whose opinion matters, generally recognize that Josh Heupel has been very good for the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, I do too, and especially the people that make the decisions over there. He's doing just fine.
Coming up, we'll get to these phone calls plus Clark Lee. Speaking of, what a great job he's done there. You got to give that guy his credit too. I mean, they looked awful his first year, and
they play hard for that guy, man.
And they got their quarterback right, man. You got a quarterback, you got a chance.
Yeah.
We'll hear what he's saying when we continue on the drive live today down here at Barley's. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
What if I told you you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Streaming online this afternoon, fanrunradio.com, and on your free Fan Run app. A variety of ways for you to experience the program this afternoon. We are streaming on the interwebs at fanrunradio.com, on the free Fan Run app, on YouTube. We've got a podcast. It's brought to you by Broadway Carpets. We are everywhere this afternoon on Fan Run Radio, and we appreciate you being here with us for the ride. Well, Danny Upcharge is at it again. New potential revenue scheme.
Danny Shekels.
Unveiled. Are you ready to hashtag join the legacy by purchasing your very own hashtag Neyland Stadium Legacy bricks? For just $500.
What? For a red brick?
Well, you get 2.
So
it's engraved. You know, you ever walk on those like plazas or something? They had the brick
and they're
donated
like
by.
Yeah. They're like, it's going to come a piece of Neyland Stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me, bro.
There you have your name on it. Well, $500, you get the brick on the stadium, and then they'll mail you another brick, the replica brick. So you put that on your mantelpiece or something. So it's true.
Okay, hold on. I was confused. Would I pay $500
for a pair of bricks?
The guarantee
you're thinking about it.
My name's going to be on that palace.
Your name's going to be on Neyland Stadium.
Long after I'm
until
gone.
they knock it over or replace those bricks, I guess.
I gotta say, if I had the money, I just
just
might do it.
$500.
Now, where are they going? Is there tiers to this? I mean, like I would want mine down low
In
where
the
people
ladies'
standing
room?
in. No, yeah, that or in the south end zone somewhere, south side.
Diego Pavia's mom peed on my brick.
That's terrible.
What do you think, Walker? Is this? I'm actually kind of surprised they're only $500, just in time for Christmas.
That's a lot of bricks, though.
Well, you sell what? 20,000 of those. What's a reasonable number? I'm sure they've got a goal.
I'd be willing to bet it's probably.
That'd buy us a new safety.
Hell yeah, it would.
Probably.
20,000 times 500.
Legacy bricks. That does sound a little Butch Jonesy.
Could I pull? Could we pull one out and toss it at somebody if we had to?
I mean, we could all go in on one of the fan run brick. Hashtag brick by brick.
Would they put all our names on there? Like John, Cody, Sam, Russ, Bob, Walker.
I don't know. I mean, it's
just
a brick.
Brick.
Yeah, well, we could do our own.
Okay. I don't know. It's an intriguing idea to me.
We could put a brick in honor of Geraldo.
Bet we put a brick in honor of Butch Jones.
Geraldo, quote, borderline dangerous, end quote. There's your brick.
That'd be pretty cool. What about Botch, brick by brick?
How about Bob Baskerville, quote, oh, God, end quote.
I miss Bobo. Guess we're going to catch up with him in the 5 o'clock hour.
Walker, give me some of the highlights. Clark Lee, Vanderbilt head coach, meeting with the media ahead of what some are calling the biggest game in Vandy history as they get set to play in Neyland Stadium against our beloved Volunteers Saturday. Highlights, please.
I got one for you to start us off. He talked about the going into this rivalry. He said, quote, we need to win to feel like we're doing our part in the rivalry. I haven't been able to do that since I've been here. And again, that's a testament to the program Tennessee built. We've taken a little more time to get up on our feet here. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, but here we are with a good team and they have a good team. And this is what a rivalry game should feel like.
All right. Smart quote.
Yeah.
Playing it safe.
No bulletin board material.
Yeah,
really.
well, I mean, not like his quarterback.
Yeah.
I guess Diego's giving enough of that for everybody. We don't need anything from Clark Lee.
I mean, but you think they've got that playing on like a TV in the locker room, just on a loop right now? The video from that. Is that with Bussin' with the Boys?
Which one?
The one. Well, there was one where he said he declared himself to be the best college football player in the country.
Apparently, he said that this week. He said, though, we're going to run this on Bussin' with the Boys over the summer.
Yeah.
And he said the bleep every one of those guys last year.
Huh.
So, I mean, he's taken his shots over many months now, going back to well over a year.
Hey, if Juwan were to get suspended for this week's game, I'd be willing to get him back in for the pregame speech to the boys. Bet you get a football team fired up to go fight.
I mean, we got plenty to play for on our own, but just in case you didn't, if you're one of these, like the caller we had yesterday said he doesn't care about the bowl game, which I get, by the way. I'm not sure I care about the bowl game, but even if that's how the players felt, you've got a Vandy boy questioning your manhood now.
Yeah, you've got to just pummel them just unmercifully. And I know a lot of people don't care about it, but dadgummit, Russ, I do. I want to sleep in on New Year's Day. I want to get up, make myself a gigantic breakfast, and then get ready to watch. If Tennessee's not going to be in the playoffs, I want to see them on New Year's Day. Citrus Bowl, whatever the top bowl that's not the playoff is. And I make no apologies for it. That still means something to me. It's New Year's Day.
I just think it's hard for fans to find it to mean something to them when it means so little to the players, as evidenced by the fact that if they're any good at all, they don't play in the game.
I got you. They've ruined this beautiful thing that we once enjoyed, haven't they? Just about.
I don't know.
They've turned it into. It's definitely not the game we fell in love with.
Well, it's strange to look at this basketball tournament that we're in.
Yeah.
Where like they literally have to pay the players and put up prize money. There was no prize money to go play in the Maui Invitational.
No, you got a free trip
10
to
years
Maui.
ago. Yeah, you got to go to Maui. Well, you're also just the venue, the stage,
the
platform. You get to play on national television in a storied tournament that everybody knows about and everybody's watching. And that used pride, it was the Vince Lombardi book, like when pride mattered, when pride still mattered, or whatever it was called. Like everything is transactional now.
I hate it, man. And I don't feel like we're getting up on the porch here. It's not an old man rant. I mean, they've just money corrupts all. Isn't that the old saying?
Yeah.
And it definitely, I mean, you draw a direct line back to it's its own worst enemy. The popularity of the sport brought this on. Because more popular it got, the more money it cranked.
And what are we teaching our kids? I'm sitting here watching Jamal Mashburn and Chris Webber, who were definitely getting paid to play college basketball in the early 90s.
Yeah, and honestly, I have no problem that they were worth every penny of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the point, it's nothing new. It's just so in your face now that I think a lot of people find it distasteful, and we're basically, telling our kids
it's okay to be completely transactional in every relationship
it's
you've got.
just money is the most important thing in life, and should be the only motivating factor.
Yeah. Who's going to pay me the most? But I mean, look at these. I mean, look at Lane Kiffin's the poster child for this.
Do you think Lane is just sees dollar signs? Because I think Ole Miss will pay him just as much as LSU would.
I don't know, or if it's just a prestige, because it is those places are both better than Ole Miss. The problem he's going to have, I can't remember, I saw it on a quote on social media. I'll have to go back and look. Basically, that said, the ceiling at Ole Miss is the expectation at Florida or LSU. So you can get yourself on the hot seat really quick at one of these schools.
Yeah.
The bigger the school, the less patient they're going to be.
Well, I think Lane is, for everything that you can say about him, and we can say a lot, I think he is a competitive guy that wants to win. And I think he's like the ceiling at Ole Miss is probably not good enough for him. I think he wants to win a national championship.
You don't think he could win one down there?
At Ole Miss?
I mean, apart from the fact about whether or not we really think that Lane Kiffin's capable of winning
but here's the thing. We can debate whether or not you can win one at Ole Miss. I don't know. It hasn't happened in our lifetimes.
Yeah, but things have changed.
You can win them at LSU in Florida. I've seen it.
I concede that point.
You know it.
You do. But I thought that was the best description of this whole deal with him. He can have a down year or two. And they aren't going to run him down there.
I don't think he's worried about that. I don't think winners think that way.
I don't think the guy's going to lose more than lose more than 1 or 2 games a year, even if he stays at Ole Miss.
I think there's part of his thinking that is he just wants to coach this team to see how far can I get, and like if you'll let me coach the team and we go on a run and we get to the semifinals or even the championship game, then yeah, I'd probably be more likely to stay. But they're basically telling him, no, it don't work like that, bro. Like you're going to have to commit to us beforehand. We're not going to let you drag this out and then leave right after the season, which I get both sides of it, man. It's a tough spot.
Well,
but it gets back. This is what we're talking about, and this money trumps all society that we've created.
Yeah.
They, but both sides are just. It has nothing to do with Ole Miss. Or
Ole Miss has got
the
no
players.
leverage. They've got no leverage with him.
They tell him that he's not coaching in the playoff. I think that matters to him. I still think he'd walk.
I do too.
If he really wants to.
And it's just that it's happening right here with National Signing Day in early December, transfer portal opening up. I mean, it's the most Lane Kiffin thing ever. He's going to be the atomic bomb that goes off right here at the end of December, unless he just stays at Ole Miss. But if you're going to stay, wouldn't you have already come out and been like, I'm staying? And that's what would have been best for his team.
Most likely.
They're distracted, right?
Sure. I think it would be hysterical if they lost Friday in Starkville.
I mean, Lane would have nobody to blame but himself. He's the one who caused the distraction.
It's an 11 a.m. local time kickoff. You get up, that tryptophan's still in your system. Cowbells are ringing.
Mississippi State's been involved in a lot of – they just don't know how to win yet, but they've been in some tight games with some better teams. Look at us. They could easily – they probably should have beaten us, for being honest. We played like hot garbage.
If they lose, do you think Lane just goes ahead and bolts?
I don't know.
And would Ole Miss fans claim that he tanked the game to give him an excuse to go ahead and get out?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't, man. What could be going? Who knows what's going through his mind?
Somebody in the text box says, I don't know why anyone would poo-poo this brick idea. I got a piece of the turf from Shields-Watkins Field after it was ripped up in 93.
I got a buddy. I haven't asked him in a long time. He took a chunk of the sod from Notre Dame after the big game back in.
What did he do with it?
He got it home. Yeah. Tended to it. I guess.
Like in his yard?
For a long time. No, he had it in a pot.
You put it in a pot?
Well, yeah, you fill it up like, like the peat moss and all that.
How long can that last?
I don't know. I haven't asked him in a long time.
Could it possibly still be going?
Probably.
Is it even the same grass after it grows to a certain length?
It's grandchildren's. The grass is grand grass. I don't know. I don't know.
This is Notre Dame, great grand grass.
But yeah, I knew a lot of people. But a lot of people grabbed a piece of that when they got down on the field. They got close enough to get down on the field, tore up a bunch of the field. I don't know. Somewhere there's still. I don't know if they ever recovered. It's probably at the bottom of the river. When the goalposts went down for the 98, I think it was 98 Florida game. Like one of the ESPN cameras never.
CBS.
Or was it CBS? One of those expensive cameras did not make it back to the truck.
You put your camera on that goalpost and
could you imagine
you're at the mercy of the mob.
It's like some $1 million TV camera in your living room.
DR Vol, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Go ahead, DR.
I really wish we had Jalen Hurd's mom in attendance Saturday so she could, beat Diego's mom's ass, honestly. 'Cause didn't she get kicked out in the 16 Florida game for fighting?
She was getting accosted. That was the lowest point for me of the whole entire era, is that another fan was allowed to heckle our starting running back's mother to the point where she had to fight.
We need to come up with an all-mom team, sports moms. You got Lydia Aguilar. You got Pavia's mom. The Stifler's mom of the SEC.
The only Lydia Aguilar get awarded would be Mom of the Year.
Jalen Hurts' mom.
Yeah. Boo Carter's mom.
Mama Boo.
Mama Boo.
Miss Meshack. Mama Meshack. Yeah.
Oh, she's good as gold though. She's.
I'm not casting judgment one way or the other. I love
just,
Lydia. Just like rock star football moms. Wasn't McCarron's mom kind of a looker? Or am I just conflating that with his girlfriend?
You're not conflating it at all. Yeah.
And she had that kind of trailer park thing going on too.
Blake Burke's mom. She's really cool on Twitter. Yeah.
Well, that walk-on offensive lineman we had that's at South Florida now. Parker something, remember?
Parker Ball.
Yeah.
Parker Ball.
Yeah.
DR knows.
I thought he was still on the team.
He's like a grad assistant down there now or something.
Who was it back in the day, the football? She was like a trailblazer. She's one of the football players' moms. I'm talking like this is like 10, 15 years ago on the boards.
Rush called me out for knowing the name, but I mean, Bear just got as excited as Brett Musburger got excited about AJ McCarron's.
It was a little creepy,
girlfriend, whatever.
It was a little weird.
Except that I'm the same age as her. So it's not really weird. She's a good-looking woman, AJ McCarron's mom. I'm a red-blooded American male. I don't know about you two communist pinkos.
You want to go down this road?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can pull up the list on my phone about you, Bear. It wasn't AJ McCarron's mom he got excited about. It was his girlfriend.
That was creepy as hell because there was like a
Musburger
60-year age difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, that's my question about the bricks. Do y'all think Bob is going to be getting a brick for Boo Carter? Because you know how big of a stand he was for him earlier in the year.
He was.
We have very, I mean, it's very dry, but like we've completely forgotten that we could ride him about that. He was out.
There's Mama Boo and Baba Boo. Baba Booey.
Guys, isn't it amazing the difference a week makes? I mean, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I was one of them. I was acting like a little baby in the corner with Florida, and it's the opposite with our fan base this week. It's Vandy. I'm ready to kick their ass.
I'll tell you when I started really believing and that I thought that the curse was over, it was when Star Thomas busted that run.
That was a great moment.
Yeah, because that to me was, I mean, the one guy, they almost caused a touchback, but yeah, you start seeing when teams start ripping runs like that on you, you're in big trouble.
And it's just an example of how the tables finally turned where we got all the breaks for once. Because if this is during the Botch era or even the Fulmer era, there's no doubt that ball's going through the end zone for a touchback.
And they instead of ruling him down at the one, they would have not said anything. And then once it went out, and then they couldn't overturn it because they didn't have, what is it? The
indisputable.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, we all remember the break that Florida got in 22 that caused Russell to scream out like a woman with the onside kick, which I was with Russ on that. I thought he could return it, so I panicked. I mean, I was suicide panic.
In the moment, you just saw your whole football life flashing in front of your eyes. You're like, this is how it ends.
I'm the most Florida
I'm
thing
going to
ever.
crash out right here in the stands at Neyland Stadium. They're going to drag me out of here in a straitjacket, stick me in the loony bin.
Yeah, one of those little cart ambulances strapped to the back. Woo, woo, woo. The siren going, they still have that over there?
Sure.
They can cart you out of there on a stretcher.
If I don't talk to y'all again, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I think me and Justin Hannah is going to team up and see y'all both at the same time on Friday. So, yeah, we'll drink beer.
Ladies, look out.
All right, man. We look forward to seeing you guys down there. Yeah, we'll be at the Casual Pint North Shore on Friday, special Black Friday edition of the show. 2045 Thunderhead Road in West Knoxville. Great spot.
It's going to be cold on Friday.
Well, we're going to be inside watching football. We'll be watching the end of the Egg Bowl, and then that goes right into Georgia Tech, I believe.
This is my favorite, low-key, one of my more favorite live shows of the year. For us.
Yes.
Black Friday.
A lot of fun. So come out there. All right. Thanks, DR.
DR Vol.
Texter says, this is Charlie. Dr. Bear truly is a grass expert. Great grand grass is incredible.
Yeah.
Grand grass.
I'm a grass expert, I guess. We'll add it to the list.
Texter says Bear is referring to Arian Foster's mom on the message boards.
Yeah, that's right. It was Foster's mom. Yeah, she was on the boards. That's the one place you're a football player at a major university. You don't want your mom posting and interacting with the message board trolls that follow your team.
Somebody said not a mom, but Kurt Warner's wife, epic football woman.
Yeah, she had that really weird haircut, that dude's haircut.
She looked like my high school shop teacher.
Really?
Yeah. Mr. Whitehead.
Have you seen her with her hair grown out?
Has she grown it out now?
Yeah, she has. At one point, I've seen pictures of it. She looks. You would not.
Better?
Yeah. You would not mistake her for Kurt Warner's wife.
Personal appearance is not show fodder.
Until it is. All-time moms.
You got any other sports moms, Walker?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Did Nico's dad just sucked all the oxygen out of the room? I don't even. Did he?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is in that culture. He's the head of the family, so.
Mama Boo's right up there, man. I'll miss her.
Yeah.
She was a content machine.
Supposedly she deleted her Facebook.
That's too bad.
She'll be back.
I'm keep asking the boss man if I can arrange it and find the right sponsor, if we can start the Mama Boo show.
Just her talking about football or booze? Both.
Whatever.
Oh, can you imagine the callers into that?
Just give her an open mic and an open platform. Whatever you want to talk about.
That's a bad idea, man.
Maybe get her a little booze, get her loosed up a little bit before she goes on the air.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you just make McClure a co-host if you really want some action?
That's not a bad idea either. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on the show this afternoon. So one of the possibilities for our next opponent tomorrow is the winner of Michigan and Auburn. So we would either play one of our arch nemesis from the Big Ten, or Stephen effing Pearl.
Yeah, what would be weird, it would be a non-conference game. Kind of like when NC State and whatever do that during football. That would be odd. I'd love for us to kick his teeth.
That would be so much fun.
Just Rick Barnes put him over his knee and just take off his belt and
B2A.
And B2 on his bare A. Strap him.
Quick timeout. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio live today. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Fan Run listener watch party coming up as soon as the show's over. It's Tennessee and Houston live from Vegas. Stay with us. We are back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Join Fan Run Radio for a special Black Friday live broadcast of The Drive this week at the Casual Pint North Shore. We'll be getting ready for the Vols and Vandy with frosty beverages, great food, and lively conversation as we watch Friday's big college football games inside on big screen high-definition TV. So come kick off the weekend with The Drive, live this Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore, 2045 Thunderhead Road. Be there.
Citizens National Bank. Looking for the ideal gift this holiday season? Visa gift cards from Citizens National Bank make the perfect gift. It's the right size, the right color every time. Ask about personalized bulk orders for your family and friends or customers and employees. For more information, call or stop by today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com. Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Hey, this is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, in sports, home field advantage matters, and it's the same in real estate. Our team knows every neighborhood, every play that gets you the win, whether you're buying your first home or selling for top dollar. Let's get you in the end zone. Call me today at 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, walking by faith, serving others.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Russell and Bear down here at Barley's. Walker Smith helping us out back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We'll be sending things back to him for the top 5 at 5 coming up here in just about 12 minutes. Alert listener writes in, how could we forget the original football mom, the queen of football moms, Olivia Manning?
Oh, yeah, but she's
more than a football mom. She's a football
Southern
queen.
lady,
Yeah, she is the matriarch
of
Southern football.
Yeah, she was the OG.
Well,
that's Archie's girl.
It's almost not fair to put her and Pavia's mom in the same sentence.
No, you think? Debutante from Mississippi. I'm assuming that's where she's from.
Yeah,
originally. No.
Josh Dobbs' mom had kind of that regal presence thing going on as well.
Yeah, you don't watch what you say when you're around.
She was not showing up to the UT game in like a skirt hiked up.
No, she's there to see her baby and she
riding the rail.
No. His dad follows me on this. Both of Dobbs' parents are really nice people.
Yeah,
just salt of the earth from what I've always seen about him. I don't know him, but yeah. Well, there's that kind of mom, and then there's like Mama Boo and Antoinette Padilla is who Pavia's mom. That's her real name.
Oh, she's not Pavia.
No, she's Antoinette Padilla.
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 So it's like, is she like French Mexican or something? Like, what's going on there?
I don't know. I thought he was like Caribbean.
Oh.
I don't know.
Brad in La Follette is next. Go ahead, Brad.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Well, they sucked me back in, guys. I was checked out all last week going into Florida. I mean, it's like the game lost a ton of luster. But this Vanderbilt game, man, I mean, I've had it marked on the calendar for a few weeks now. This is a huge game for us. I'm just sucked back in, man. They suck you right back in.
Oh, good. I mean, that's what.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's all I wanted was for fans to. I mean, that's one of the best things about beating Florida down there, aside from just doing it, is our fans hang on. We made it through the entire season. I mean, again, we talked about the value of Heupel earlier. How many years did we have during the Troubles where you get to the end of the season and people just don't care?
Yeah, there was nothing. We were already pivoted to basketball.
I mean, fans have been bought in for the entire season, all 5 years, even that first year, man, when you're in rebuilding mode, you're in ascendancy. Yeah, we were 7-5.
You're
like we were enjoying the show.
That Missouri game is when that first year.
Well, that was early in that season, but yeah, I mean, we saw what could be. People are still invested, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I think we need to treat this. I mean, this is like bigger than a bowl game for us, because we cannot lose this game to those to that bunch over there.
You definitely want to get
treat this like our bowl game.
I would agree with that. This is, I know Bears into the bowl game, and I'll be into the bowl game too. But this is bigger than. I mean, this is much more meaningful than, whatever ends up happening in Tampa or Orlando.
I'm not saying it isn't. You don't want to give them any more a shot, Brad, at any more momentum than they already. Clark Lee's already getting.
I just don't
want
to have to listen to him.
No. But guys, what causes division in the team more than anything? A good old-fashioned love triangle. I've been thinking about this. I got it all mapped out. You need to get a hold of Davey Hudson and see if we can get some kind of love triangle between Pavia's mom, Theo Vaughn, and Davey Hudson. I mean, Davey could, he's got that Clay Travis money. I mean, he can send some flowers, and the way she dresses, probably a couple scratch-offs and a pack of Marlboro Reds.
It's really not even fair, Brad. It's funny. But Davey's got like 100 IQ points on Theo Vaughn.
Davey could take her out to eat and maybe go back to Davey's place and put on some Johnny Sins DVDs and have a good old time. I'll see you guys.
I'm bad.
Oh, man. Davey Hudson catching strays this afternoon on the show.
I'm for it. Davey.
A guy? 865-966-3435. You voluntary reaction P1s out there. We'll get that reference. What percentage of the audience do you think it's that reference? Like less than 5%, maybe?
I don't know. It all just depends. I mean, that was a very high. A lot of people listened to that night and listened to that
I don't remember
podcast.
what night it was.
It was during the NCAA tournament. It was after we had beaten somebody big.
865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show this afternoon. I mean, can you imagine if we put the beat down on Vandy, the things that are going to be said to that poor woman as she's walking out the stadium?
Yeah, that's why I really think the mature side of me that I usually don't listen to, surely to gosh, they'll have
somebody get her out of there.
They'll have some kind of like plan, safety plan, whatever. And in all honesty, I hope our fans don't take it too, there's
be nice. Line. You're saying be nice?
Maybe not nice.
Borderline dangerous?
Oh, yeah, borderline. Just don't go over
Southern hospitality for women.
Yeah.
What about the brothers? Like, you don't think that you don't care what people say? That's fair game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Say what you want to the brothers, but leave the mom alone.
I hope the brothers understand there is nobody too important, too famous, too good that can come into this town. And if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you might go out of town with your ass whipped.
Freshly whipped ass.
I mean, it's one thing Knoxville will provide you with.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. We're live this afternoon at Barley's in the Old City. Top 5 at 5. And we'll check in with Bob when we continue right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Men's Pro Knoxville.
Hey, Dad, can we play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have ED and performance issues, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Men's Pro Knoxville and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 865-544-8220 or book now in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, for every man in every season of life.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Hall's High School wide receiver Brody Rogers. Rogers helped lead Halls to a 28-21 win over Central in the playoffs last week. Rogers had 8 catches for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Red Devils advanced to the state semifinals against Sevier County this week. Halls High School's Brody Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com. It's time for the Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Fan Run Radio, it's quitting time on the Drive. We're live this afternoon at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria in the Old City. Come on out and see us. Big Earl is here from Jameson. Now it's a party. We got some Fan Run shirts for giveaway. About an hour away from tip-off, Tennessee and Houston. It's another Fan Run Radio listener watch party down here at Barley's. Come on in. We'll get your parking validated. It's just one small hoop you got to jump through. It ain't no big deal. And parking is free. And you come in here and have a good time, eat some pizza, have a cold garage beer or two, and maybe a little snip of Jameson over there.
It's hard to stop a Jameson.
Little something for you. Little something for you this afternoon down here at Barley's.
Triple.
Walker Smith, top 5 at 5. Hit it.
At number 1, Eric Morris, who has led North Texas to a school-best 10-1 record this season, has accepted the job to be the next coach at Oklahoma State, sources told ESPN's Pete Thamel this afternoon. Morris will remain the coach of the Mean Green for the rest of the regular season, as well as any potential appearances in the American Conference title game and the college football playoff game.
A lot of people very high on him. I won't profess to know a ton about North Texas and what's going on there, but he's an offensive guy, and Some pretty good Gundy vibes there too. Is maybe just like a younger Gundy, which is what they need. Like you're obviously not going to get Lane Kiffin or Kalen DeBoer, or, the next big thing at Stillwater, but you can get a guy like that.
Some offense.
Yeah, somebody who and just restoke the flames for that program. Their fire went out the past couple of years. So and you start to see like some of these teams are going to go ahead and hire their guy. You don't wait forever, and it's this game of musical chairs. You could be the last one standing. With nowhere to sit. So you're Oklahoma State. You can hire an Eric Morris. Probably a pretty good hire for them.
Yeah.
At number 2, number 17, Tennessee basketball is taking a step up in weight class tonight as the Vols take on the number 3 Houston Cougars at the Players Era Tournament in Las Vegas. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. and is showing on TNT.
Vols a 3.5-point dog tonight against Houston. We've communicated from the Sheik out there in the desert. He says he likes the rebounding margin advantage and the offensive efficiency advantage Tennessee enjoys. He says, quote, the wrong team is favored.
That's interesting.
Be a big win, man.
Yeah. Where would you rank? Would it be a top?
It would be a lot like the one that jumps out to me is when we beat Gonzaga and Phoenix. Remember Admiral hit that little pick and pop at the end?
Yeah.
Like that. And I was Gonzaga number 1 at the time?
I believe so.
That
if they weren't, they were top 5.
It would be that kind of win. It would be that kind of win. Signature win, message, warning shot across the bow
to everybody
that we're still here, we're still Tennessee, and we're going to have something to say about it this year.
Awesome.
At number 3, Colorado true freshman quarterback Julian Lewis will not play in the Buffalo's season finale Saturday against Kansas State to preserve his red shirt, Coach Deion Sanders said. The former 5-star recruit has appeared in 4 games this year, including starts in the past 2 losses to West Virginia and Arizona State.
You like this, Bear? The guy's opting out of the last game to he's a 5-star kid. Like, is he really going to play 5 years at Colorado?
No, he's saving that year for somewhere else.
How about these guys that are quote unquote injured? They're just going to go ahead and shut it down. Again,
Florida had a bunch of those last week.
Well, years ago, you might have a guy severely sprained ankle out there and tough it out.
Yeah,
for your teammates, for your school, for yourself, for your pride to show that you're a tough guy. You can do it. Now it's
the red shirt rules.
Don't put yourself through that.
They used to be very draconian back in the old days. It wasn't. I don't think it was any of this 4-game stuff.
No.
Like I remember a time where you step on the field and participate in a play, you're done.
Yeah,
that's a year.
Well, and people would do it. Remember who was the corner? Ole Miss or LSU when Saban was there, and I think it was Corey Webster, maybe.
Okay,
he was redshirting. He was a redshirt freshman. They had all those injuries. He burned his red shirt just so he could play in the SEC championship game against us.
Yeah. It was a different time.
Yeah. Would somebody do that now?
I think so. If it was like an SEC championship or a playoff game, you would.
You could do it now.
Yeah, as long as you hadn't played 4 games.
What if you had played the 4 games and you really wanted that extra year? Would Nico have done it?
And Nico would have done whatever his daddy told him to. Nico's not a grown man yet. Now, it's horrible to say, but he's not.
No.
I feel bad for him.
At number 4, there's lots of great college basketball on right now and coming up later outside of Tennessee, Houston. Number 14, St. John's and Baylor are playing right now, with St. John's leading 23-18 early. Later on, number 21, Auburn plays number 7, Michigan at 8:30 on TNT, and Maryland takes on number 12, Gonzaga at 9:30 on True TV.
There's some good ball tonight. Russ, this Kansas team, is this Syracuse team kind of plucky?
Yeah, they're both good. This is a good game going right now. Kansas up by about 8, maybe 10 now.
Is Syracuse one of those teams? You hear this about other teams in other sports. Is college basketball better when Syracuse is good?
Sure. Yeah. Basketball school.
Yeah.
Name brand.
Storied history.
Yes.
Storied players. You don't want to see your big teams like that fall off this far.
And at number 5, a school in England is asking for the public's help to find a missing teddy bear that was sent into the stratosphere with a weather balloon and fell to Earth. The Walhampton school said the bear was sent into the sky by 7th and 8th grade students working together with the Southampton University of Spaceflight Society. A camera on board the balloon recorded the bear's journey into the upper stratosphere and captured the moment the stuffed toy was jostled free from his perch in the stratosphere.
I mean, it's probably in the English Channel in the North Sea, wouldn't you imagine? I don't know how you're going to find this teddy bear.
Why didn't they put a homing device inside of it?
Yeah, like GPS.
You know this was possible.
Here's a thought. How about strapping the little fella in better?
Yeah.
Onto the balloon.
What jostled him free?
I don't know.
Just like the air's up there thin and it takes
eventually,
a little bit
I think
less,
those balloons pop. I think. Like once they get way up there.
I love those videos of guys who would just like build like a little tricycle plane or something, end up like 10,000 feet in the air with a GoPro.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're seeing like commercial air traffic below them. Yeah. Would you ever get one of those contraptions?
There's a part of me,
small planes.
probably not, but there is a part of me that's always been fascinated by hang gliding.
Not so much. I've always been terrified of it.
It seems pretty safe. You don't hear about hang gliding accidents.
But
Not like guys in wingsuits. Well, when you do,
they're dead.
Yeah, you're died. You don't survive a hang gliding accident.
And wingsuits, I've watched some videos on those people. Eventually, they're going to die doing it.
Oh, let's ask Google AI. Are hang gliders safe?
But there are no retired wingsuit guys.
AI Overview says hang gliding is inherently risky, but it can be relatively safe with proper training, equipment, and decision-making, weather, and sights. I mean, I think you could.
There's no way I'd get on one of those things.
You do it?
Unless you gave me a foolproof parachute system.
I'd do that. Then the one that blows my mind that I know is statistically safe and everybody does it now, just skydiving.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I can.
No, thank you. would not jump out.
Once I'm out
of my biggest fears.
I bet once I'm out, I'd be fine, but I could not jump. I could not leave the plane.
Would you let yourself do that?
I think I would just pass out. I think I would the thought of it fills me with like right now. I'm a little tingly in my feet.
There's no way I would do that, man. Just for a simple fact, that is one way that I will not. I will do everything possible to make sure that's not how I'm going to leave the planet.
And I used to do stupid stuff, man. We used to. At West, they would have the those mats that like the pole vaulters land on.
Yeah.
And we would drag those out. They'd store them underneath the stadium.
Sure.
And we drag.
And you climb up the rope.
And put them, just like next to the stadium. We get up on the press box and jump off the press box onto those mats.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Y'all were nuts. I thought you were talking about, when you had to do the rope climbs in the gym.
One time I did that and I kind of landed like in a cannonball position.
Right.
And my knee came up and I busted myself in the face.
Oh, I'm sure.
Lips bloody and everything. I had to go back in school.
Teacher's
like,
he's like punched in the mouth.
I was just like, I don't know, man. I bit myself.
Bit yourself. Jeez.
Now, we were some damn brain donors.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, when you're in high school, you are.
And now I'm like, well, I wouldn't jump out of a plane even with a parachute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Walker.
What if they packed that chute wrong? But that's one way I just decided early on. I do not want to die with a malfunctioned parachute just at 160 miles an hour straight into the earth. Like a tent peg.
Top 5 at 5, brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria, where we are this afternoon. We get the evening crowd starting to filter in.
Yeah, it's cocktail
livening
hour.
up a little bit.
People
Beers are
getting
flowing.
off, beers flowing. Like, pies are coming out of the kitchen.
Good eats. So we're getting ready for Tennessee and Houston coming up here at 6 p.m. Come out, watch the game with us tonight. We are talking probably the most hoops we've talked yet this year. It's about that time, but also plenty of football as Vandy is on its way. And I was told by a source over at the university during the break that they are aware of the Pavia's mom situation, UT is, and their quote, is a plan in place.
Well, good. You figure, they're very well organized over there under the current regime.
Yeah,
you have to. And I've gone back and looked. Yeah,
let's put her up there. Let's put her up there in the upper deck with those poor sods who get caught in the human crush up there all season long.
Yeah, but I mean, she did get in a fist fight. It's verified. This is no fake story.
She got in a fist fight
at Diego's state championship match with the other wrestler's mother in the stands.
Oh, the wrestling thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, huh?
Well, her and her boys coming in.
Elsewhere in the SEC this weekend, of course, you got the Egg Bowl at noon on Friday in Starkville. We'll be watching it at the Casual Pint North Shore if you want to come hang out with us. That feeds into Georgia Tech. We'll be watching that as well. And then Friday night, you've got A&M, Texas in Austin.
I saw Texas fans have been posting some Yell Leader videos.
I've seen those too.
Those things will never not be awkward and cringy, Russ.
Kind of, and I'm no big Longhorn supporter, but I'd love to see them knock off A&M. I think that would be hysterical.
Oh, yeah. Just little brother.
Kentucky at Louisville on Saturday. Clemson at South Carolina. LSU at Oklahoma.
Oh, she's going to get dusted. Oklahoma defense is for real. And they only have two of their best players right now. That guy still hasn't been back. The one that got the scoop and score. Is it Jordan Mason?
He's got 3 names, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think his first
What's that guy's
Jordan.
name, Walker?
Which guy? Sorry.
The
DN from
Oklahoma defensive lineman with 3 names that had the return against us.
I don't remember.
Good player.
Let me find him.
You got to be good to just beast Kitzelman like that.
Yeah, man.
Kitzelman might not be a pro, but he's a big strapping young college guy.
If he's got his hands,
he
on
ragdolled
you.
him.
Yeah, that guy was a load, but he hadn't played since.
Florida State at Florida.
I don't even know what to say about that.
What a terrible game.
Is this the worst their two programs have ever been?
It's got to be. It's got to be. And Florida State is doing the same thing Florida did last year. They're bringing back a guy they know ain't going to make it.
Imagine, our buddy Seminole Chance is not. He's not in a good spot right now with his Knowles. I don't imagine many Seminole fans are really happy after the news this week.
And then the final game, Saturday night, the Iron Bowl in Opelika County, Auburn hosting Alabama.
That's one.
I don't know why. I kind of feel like Auburn's got a chance. Of course, I say that, and they'll get blowed out. Stranger things have happened. That is a strange series. One thing's for sure, there's going to be some black eyes in the trailer park Sunday morning.
Oh, for sure. Just depends on whether orange and blue trailer park or the crimson and cream.
Coming up, we'll visit with Basker Bob. He's all fired up.
Basketball Jones.
Chomping at the bit to see Tennessee take on Houston tonight and get his thoughts on Pavia Mania coming up as well. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
This football season, crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Co-owned by the Kelsey brothers and brewed right here in the Volunteer State, Garage Beer is perfect for fall fire pits and Tennessee tailgates. So pick up a 12-pack today of the official beer of Football Fridays on Fan Run Radio. Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
This is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Here in East Tennessee, home means everything. It's where we gather, celebrate, and build our future. That's why our team treats every client like family. Because your home isn't just a transaction, it's part of your story.
From first-time buyers to luxury listings, the Kregner Group delivers results that light up the scoreboard. With expert marketing, powerful local connections, and a heart for service, Bo and his team make your real estate goals a reality.
If you're thinking about buying or selling, let's talk. 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. We'd be honored to help you win at real estate. The Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Walking by faith, serving others.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues live from Barley's. Talking old school basketball with John and Earl over there.
Yeah,
memories.
talking exhibition games in the arena.
Memories.
Grandmama,
So cool.
Alonzo,
I wish they
Spud.
would still do that, man. Like, you want to grow the NBA here in East Tennessee. Bring some of those preseason games here. I got to when I was 8 years old, third grade. It was a core memory.
Right.
I saw Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
Right.
Play against Dale Ellis's Seattle Supersonics.
I love the Supersonics.
And then, like, the next night, it was Bernard King returning home with the Washington Bullets to take on Larry Bird and the Celtics. And Bird got in a fight that game. There's video of it on YouTube of Bird fighting some guy at Thompson Bowling, and there's like blue volleyball lines on the court. It's awesome.
Bird's fixing to fire somebody's head up.
Yeah, man.
He likes to fight guy.
Speaking of likes to fight guy.
another Hoosier.
Bob Baskerville, always having to separate him from people. It's why he couldn't make it. He was banned from Barley's. Bob, good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Hey, boys. How are you?
Doing good. What's up?
Not much. I saw a little bit of the video. Are you guys at Barley's or are you at a safe house? Because it's a very dark picture of
It's not
you
there.
talking.
Yeah, I think they had it lit when they came in here, and they're like, "Oh, we thought you guys were on TV," and then they got a closer look at us, and they're like, "Yeah, you guys go sit over there in the corner. We're going to turn out the lights.
We're going to turn the lights down. Turn the lights down."
Nice.
Personal appearances.
What's the turnout like there?
We got a good crowd, man. Like, William and the Playbook did their show here from 1 to 3, and there, we had the good lunch crowd, and then Bear and I ran everybody out of here about 3 o'clock. It kind of got a little dead, but now it's picking up. The bar is pretty much full, and we got plenty of tables for folks to come down and have some pizza and beers with us. We've got the big screen. What would you say? That's at least 100 inches, right? And it looks good, man.
Yeah, I mean it's 4K
So
projector.
yeah, we're where we were Friday, Bob, and they've got a big screen on the stage, and it looks fantastic. So we'll watch the Vols and the Cougars go at it here in about half an hour.
Well, I'm getting revved up for it watching Cam Carr, who has gone on a heater. He started out slow in the first half. Baylor's playing St. John's, and since his slow start, Carr has he's got 13 points, and he is 3 of 3 from 3-point range.
Cam Carr is
including a logo 3 that he just hit right when you guys were coming back on the air.
He's averaging 23 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. He's shooting 52% from 3-point range.
Yeah, I mean it's hard when you see guys that were in this program that probably help us this year playing for other schools.
Yeah, I don't think he would be, I was talking with Shumpert about that. We were texting, and it's like, and I agree with his assessment. We were both aligned on this. We could use him. There's no question about it. He would not be a 21 or 22 point a game guy for us. Not with this version of the team, but good for him, man. He's getting a ton of run, and the TNT crew, they are talking him up like you wouldn't believe. So it all worked out for him.
Yeah, it's hard to say that he didn't make the right decision for himself, but man,
right.
I mean, you guys know my take on this team. I feel like he would be the missing link, but we'll see how it turns out for Tennessee this season. In big game tonight, Bob, Houston. Of course, they took Florida to the limit in the national championship last year, and we all remember what they did to us in the Elite Eight. Lost 2 guys off that team, 3 starters back. I mean, it's a lot of the same dudes, and you know what they're going to do. I would expect them to be very physical with Nate Ament and probably Gillespie, but Ament hasn't really seen this before, Bob.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's going to be the thing I'm watching the most. I mean, they're one thing that's interesting is I was watching Syracuse against Kansas because, we talked about this, Russ. Syracuse took Houston to overtime last night. Syracuse is pretty good, which, again, is a bit of a, it's a caution for us. We play them next Tuesday up there. They're hanging with Kansas today. They're down, I think, 4 with about 5 minutes to go. So that's a different Syracuse team than the one we laid out last season. But I think Houston is Houston. They're still going to be working through some stuff because they're out of their starting 5 and their 6th man. They have 3 true freshmen playing, and they're all good. But I agree with you. I don't worry so much about Jacoby Gillespie. I think he's been in enough battles, between what he did at Maryland and before that at a high mid-major at Belmont. I think he'll be all right. I do wonder how Nate's going to adjust to that physicality tonight, because you got to believe that Houston's going to be bringing that against him. And I'll tell you one thing, what we can't see, he was awfully passive at the beginning of that game against Rutgers yesterday, and Rutgers was throwing some Rutgers is not very good, obviously, but they were throwing some pressure at him. And then he started passing up open looks. He cannot do that tonight. I don't think he'll get that many open looks against Houston, but man, he's got to come out there with some assertive behavior.
Hey, Bob, what was the story behind Carr leaving? Was it just an NIL thing? Did he just want playing time? Why did he leave?
Well, a couple of things I'd heard. I mean, I think NIL possibly was part of it. His dad is Chris Carr, who was a former NBA player, and his dad had a lot to say in this whole thing. And I think they also felt his trajectory was not moving at the pace they liked. And you know how it goes with Barnes. I mean, the fact of the matter is we don't know, but it might be he wasn't, wasn't playing enough D. I don't know what he was doing in practice. There's a lot of that stuff that comes into play too, but make no mistake. I mean, Cam had a pretty involved dad, which we hear a lot about these days with all these kind of high profile athletes. And again, maybe it was right. I mean, Scott Drews figured out how to unleash him. That's the part we'll never really know for sure. But I always got from every indication, it sounded like Cam was he was a good teammate, and the players liked him and everything. I don't think it was anything like bad. I just think the fit wasn't great apparently, and they wanted to move on. And again, the way it is these days, these players a lot of them have a schedule they want to be on. I mean, I was just looking at a mock draft about an hour ago, and even after sitting out last year and only about 5 or 6 game sample this year, Carr's already up projecting it like 22nd, 23rd pick in the first round in this mock draft I saw today. So that's what it's all about, obviously. And that wasn't going to happen that quickly at Tennessee, probably.
Yep. No, I mean, like we said, it sounds like he made the right decision for himself. Bob Baskerville with us here this afternoon. The Drive is at Barley's as we get ready for another Tennessee basketball. I guess our first Tennessee basketball watch party of the season. Going to be a lot of fun down here in the OC. Bob, what else? I know you have just been gorging yourself on hoops the past 48 hours or so. What else has stood out to you?
Yeah, well, one, I think my family's going to disown me here pretty soon. I'm probably going to have to spend a little time with them as we close in on. It is Thanksgiving coming up after all, but yeah, I've watched a lot of ball. It's been wonderful. First of all, this players era thing is. I don't know how you guys feel. Feels a lot like March to me, man. It's been fun. I hear the crowds have not been that big though in some of these games, which surprises me. But I think it's been awesome. My other takeaway is specifically regarding one of our SEC brethren, and that is Alabama. And based on what I saw last night against Gonzaga, and we've seen this happen a couple of times. LeBaron Philon is just a stud. There's no question about it. But Gonzaga figured out how to shut him down, and it felt like Alabama didn't have much else besides that. And Nate Oates will figure it out, but we come in with every new season like, oh boy, what's Alabama got going on? We usually open it up just starting out with a little bit of fear, if you will, about what he's going to have as a team. But right now, man, they're not locked in right now. Gonzaga, on the other hand, is a team I'm going to be really interested to see who Tennessee plays tomorrow, because they put up a screen on TNT in terms of how they're kind of putting the standings for this Players Era Invitational in place. And, Tennessee wins their game yesterday by 25, right? The only thing that I saw was Tennessee is 1-0, and their point differential was like plus 11. Okay, which again, I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for it. I don't understand it, and so because I saw somebody on the text box say something like, Michigan won their game by 40, Tennessee won theirs by 25. If they win their games tonight, they'd be playing each other in the final. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. And I also don't know who they're going to play if they lose to Houston tonight. Could it be, because right now Baylor's losing to St. John's, could it be a Baylor-Tennessee matchup tomorrow? We have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to make some plans at the station,
That'd
and
be
they're
spicy.
like, are you guys going to be on tomorrow? And I said, well, I don't know. Like, probably the plan is to be on tomorrow, but if we're playing Auburn or, St. John's or somebody like that, then, it doesn't make much sense to do a show because everybody's going to be watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind. It's a cool event. The whole playing for money thing is an interesting angle on it. I know they're talking about expanding it. There is part of me, the old school part, that's like, oh man, what does that mean for the Maui Invitational, for the Battle for Atlantis, for the whatever, these tournaments that we've grown accustomed to watching on Feast Week. But you do have to, if this is what we're going to do, the Players Era Championship, and we're going to make Vegas that's where college basketball lives on Thanksgiving week, you've got to make it a tournament format where people know who's going to play who, and there's a setup, and you can't be doing this point differential stuff, man. That's silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and they're talking about expanding it next year to a multi-week event, and it's 32 teams. And to your point, they would have to simplify, how are you going to follow your teams? Because, you got fans traveling, you got all sorts of stuff going on. And nobody really knows. Again, that person that said it could be Michigan and Tennessee, that actually is logically what I would have thought too, if they both win their games tonight. But I don't know, man. It's this. When I saw the whole point differential thing, that maybe somebody that's listening can explain it better, but it threw me for a loop when I was like, why are we plus 11 when we won our first game by 25? I don't know. So, but it's been fun, man. It's been fun. There's great teams. Like I was going to say, Gonzaga is really, really good. I guess we should just expect them to be good every year. I don't know any of the players on their team, but they look great, man. They kind of worked Alabama and Nate Oates over in the last 7-8 minutes of their game last night. So there's definitely some good ball. Iowa State is another team that they won their second game today, and they're good, man. Again, a lot of players I'm not that familiar with, but they're well coached and they're physical as hell. So should be fun. I mean, you can pretty much bet whoever Tennessee plays tomorrow is going to be a good team. I mean, they're kind of weeding through some of the lower level teams today, like Rutgers and Notre Dame played each other, and they're kind of positioning stuff like that. So I would assume we're going to be playing somebody that's pretty damn good tomorrow.
Bob, how many of Danny Upcharge's legacy bricks are you going to be purchasing?
I heard a little bit about this. Explain it to me, because I didn't catch all of it.
So you've seen these bricks that they sell like in front of a school or something like that, in honor of Mark and Lucy Rogers or whatever, and class of 1998 or whatever. They're going to be selling legacy bricks. I guess this goes on the new Neyland Stadium edition, whatever they're building down there, the new plaza on the southwest side. And you can buy legacy bricks for $500. You get one brick at the place at the stadium, and then I guess they make a second one, a replica that you get to keep at your house.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Because this is not that new of a concept, but like in my hometown at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you can get for a lot of money, but you can get bricks that are like on the start finish line at the 500 and other stuff, but they also engrave your name, your family's name into it.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything like that, or no?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's not just
good, because
brick. Yeah. Your name.
A brick. That would not be great, but it would track. No, I doubt I would get one. $500. I don't know, man. I'm not that.
How much does one brick cost?
Should be $250 if it's $500 for two, if I remember math correctly.
No, it's $500. Well, how much? Like, if I wanted to buy one brick,
down at
at Lowe's, how much does a brick cost?
I don't know what the current
like
price
$1 or
is.
$2.
I don't know.
Are they expensive? I don't know.
They can be. That's something where I think price fluctuates on those.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's probably, God, I would have to believe $20 or less for a brick for one.
Oh,
for
yeah.
one.
So these are
Yeah, but you're paying to have a name on the side of the stadium.
I'm
Bob.
surprised they're only charging $500 for it.
Well, if it's like up in the upper part of the stadium, are you really going to be able to see that?
No, but you'll know it's there.
I'm surprised, Bob. I told Russ this. I'm surprised he hasn't figured out a way to make the ones down on the eye level more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one, man. I don't think I'd be interested, but I'm sure some of the more, hardcore and like long time, who grew up in East Tennessee, et cetera, I would get it. There'd probably be some interest in that.
Bob Baskerville from Parts Unknown. Bob, will check in again with you tomorrow. Getting closer to the weekend. So far, more talk about Pavia's mom than there actually has been about Pavia on the show this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that. Did anybody ever arrive at a name for her?
Bear found out her name. What's her name?
Antoinette Padilla.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, no kidding. Apparently, make sure they stock up on the canned adult beverages at that game too, based on the photos we saw over the weekend from her. So
pepper spray and flexi cups for boys. Get them under control.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see what our guys can do tonight, man. This one's going to be. This will tell us a lot. But I would caution everybody. If we lose the game, man, it's basketball's not football. It's like it's a long season. Long season.
No, that's why this is a measuring stick game for me. It's just, let's see how we stack up. If we win, great. Like, we'll drink from the keg of glory. If we lose, okay, now we know where we stand with one of the quote-unquote elite teams in college basketball. Compare that to the Duke game, and we'll know what we have to improve upon.
Yeah, it makes us that much more ready because, again, man, after this game or after the third game, whenever we go back home, we've got 3 games. Syracuse, who's apparently better than we thought they'd be, and then you got Illinois, and then you got Louisville. I mean, focus on the big picture, man. That's I agree with you. I think we can win, and if we do, that'd be fabulous. But let's get good takeaways and try to build off of it no matter what happens.
All right, sounds good. Anything else, Bob?
No, I don't think so. The weather's great. Did it rain a lot today in Tennessee? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's wonderful, Bob. I did find out a red brick costs between 40 cents and 90 cents a piece, depending on.
All right, so he's only marked up about 500%.
Yeah.
Danny markup. There you go.
Danny Drachmas.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. No, we're enjoying the sunshine, and we'll be back soon enough, and I'm sure I'll be hopping on with you guys from time to time as we go through the week. But yeah, man, and I hope everybody out there listening has a wonderful Thanksgiving too.
Hear, hear. Thanks, Bob.
All right, boys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bob Baskerville checking in.
Lord Daniel Quid.
From his luxury beach estate. While we're over here slaving over these hot microphones. Baskerville's just kicked back, toes in the sand, beer in his hand, watching basketball. He's got a tough life, that guy.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to get tough when his lovely wife, who I've met, she's a wonderful person, gets tired of Bob just sitting there zoned out watching basketball. Spend time with your family, Bob.
Yep. Family is what matters. That's what they tell me anyway. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on. Final segment of the drive coming up after our last break here. Speak now, forever hold your peace. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on the show. We pause for the cause one final time. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Join Fan Run Radio for a special Black Friday live broadcast of The Drive this week at the Casual Pint North Shore. We'll be getting ready for the Vols and Vandy with frosty beverages, great food, and lively conversation as we watch Friday's big college football games inside on big screen high-definition TV. So come kick off the weekend with The Drive, live this Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore, 2045 Thunderhead Road. Be there.
What if I told you you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Men's Pro Knoxville.
Hey, Dad, can we play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have ED and performance issues, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Men's Pro Knoxville and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 865-544-8220 or book now in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, for every man in every season of life.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Wrapping up here on a Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. Russell and Bear down here at Barley's. Want to thank them for having us out here this afternoon. Always a first-class experience. And
they go by so I love, when it goes by quick, you've had a good show.
yeah,
so.
I'm looking forward to here we got 10 minutes, and then we're going to sit here and watch Tennessee basketball. The Kansas Jayhawks have finished off Syracuse, so it probably means we'll be tipping off here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Exciting times. Barley's is the place to be. You want to come out and see us now. All right, we got a full bank, Haji, Riley, and Roberto. We'll give them each 2 minutes or so here and go ahead and get on out of here. Haji, you're up first. What up, Sheik?
Hello, boys.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, going good. Just working on football stuff. But I wanted a couple things. I think the plus 11 might be the lead on the third place team. I don't know that for sure. And I think that's where that number came from. And I also heard someone say yesterday morning that they wanted to avoid conference games at all costs. So I think that's why it stays up in the air like that, because they don't want to do that. I don't know if it has to do with the money splits or what, but I just heard they want to avoid conference matchups.
I understand that.
If it becomes true. Yeah.
I'd also like
But I
to.
like us.
I'd also like to get a crack at Stephen Pearl before the conference season tips off.
That would be fun. My thoughts on the game were that even though there's a handful of, I guess our big guys, right, are still on the team from last year. So there's a little revenge factor there. And it's just kind of like when Super Bowl teams play in the regular season, the team that lost is often the winner in the rematch. It doesn't mean quite as much, but there is still a desire to beat that team that beat you in the Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be a slugfest. I like the under. Yeah.
I was just going to say, it's really just what, Akpara and Phillips?
Cade and Boswell.
Boswell was on the team.
And
Trello was on the team.
Who's that, Haji?
JP.
He didn't play.
Yep, he was on the squad, right? So
yeah.
But it should be they both teams scored a lot of points yesterday. I think it'll be more of a defensive slugfest. Both of these teams played defense, obviously. 135 and a half sounds like a really high number for this game, but we seem to be very confident. Obviously, we haven't played the schedule. We get us necessarily prepared for it, but I don't think. Gillespie to me, he looks like he's better than Chaz. And I know it's early, but he's just dynamite when he has the ball and when he doesn't have the ball. So I'll just look for a slugfest. I don't like the late money's coming in on Tennessee. I see all the 3.5s appear to be gone. It's 3s and 2.5s now for Houston. So that's not ideal for me, but I think it'll be a hard fought game. We certainly won't fall behind, 15 early like we did in March. So I give us a certain shot. I put my money on it. So let's hope so.
Hey, may the odds be forever in your favor. Haji, thank you, man. We'll talk to you Friday.
Got it. See you then.
Riley is next. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Good. About you guys?
Good. Thanks.
Good. So I looked into it. They had it screwed up on the broadcast. The Auburn score differential was the plus 11. We're plus 20, along with Michigan. They have Michigan in first because they've scored more points than we have total. So if Michigan and us win tonight, we'll play Michigan. If Auburn beats Michigan and we win, I don't know what they're going to do because they said there's no conference games. So I guess they'll have to break their own rules and we'll play them, or we'll play like Gonzaga or something. So, yeah, it's super weird. I hate this tournament format. I wish they would just do straight up, but we'll see how it turns out. Go Vols. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Riley. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean,
it's good info.
I think that tournament conference opponents playing each other is fine. Like, I'm sure there's some sort of financial consideration that has to be worked out, but just
bring me Stephen F. and Pearl. I want a piece of him.
Show me a bracket and then play it.
Yeah, they do need to get that figured out. So, but yeah, I want a piece of him.
Roberto is next. What's up, Roberto?
Was that Riley in front of me? Is that what you said, guys?
Yes. Yeah. Life of Riley.
Great call. I mean, I couldn't agree with him more. This is a stupid format. Nobody likes it. Like last night, my friend texted me. He's like, "So who do we play?" And I was like, "Well, we play Houston." He's like, "Oh, because they won." I go, "No, because we play Houston. It's always been that way." And I'm like, "This doesn't make any sense." But yeah, I hate it too. But it's a cool tournament. Like the teams in it is great. So you got to figure it out. But if you figure that out, it's a great tournament. It's going to replace the preseason NIT. all that stuff. I mean, anything that's worth a salt. I guess Great Alaska Shootout used to matter. Remember when Trajan Langdon was at Duke, Russ, when we were kids?
Yeah.
It mattered. The Alaskan Assassin or whatever his name was.
Yep. They play on that green court up there.
Yeah.
Hey, the teams we hated in our youth, have you learned to respect them as an old guy that's kind of curmudgeon like me now? Like, I hated Christian Laettner back in the day, but I kind of like him now. You know what I
I
mean?
still hate it. White hot passion.
Respect that, Bear.
The jerk.
Bear's hate runs deep. Let it flow through you, right, Russ? It'll heal you. So the other thing, Russ, I heard you say earlier, and I want to call you to the floor a little bit here, that you want Texas A&M to lose to Texas. None of that is good for Tennessee. So
are we still doing this?
Yeah, they are.
No, you're talking about the playoffs? I'm not talking about the playoffs. I want to finish 5th in the conference or 6th. I don't want Texas finishing ahead of us. None of that is good for us, ever. If they finish 9-3 and we finish 9-3, they finish ahead of us in the conference. I want them with as many conference losses as we have, and then I want to have a better record. Therefore, we finish ahead of them. That's what I'm actually thinking.
Good for you. Me and Russ always said was we wanted to see Texas A&M fans in pain. Because it makes us giggle and be happy.
Why would you not want to see Texas fans in pain?
They're in pain.
Texas is more of a burr in our saddle than A&M ever will be. A&M is a joke program. They're going to make the playoffs, and in their first game, they're going to get bludgeoned. So just sit on that. And frankly, Texas, they could still get in the playoffs, and I don't want them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Did they not beat Vanderbilt? What if Vanderbilt beats us? You want Texas in the playoffs because they'll take Texas over Vanderbilt. Period.
I just don't really want about Texas and really Texas A&M for that matter. I'm just like
simply just fun.
Let's beat Vandy. Let's go to as good a bowl game as we can, and let's go get some dang players so that we can beat Texas and Texas A&M ourselves next year.
I guess I just have a deeper hate for Texas than you guys do. And
I
I've got a soft spot for the weirdos. I like the weirdos. They're nice people. Texas fans are Ohio State fans that talk funny, or vice versa. They're worse than Alabama fans in my interactions. So take that for whatever it's worth. I'll leave you with this, guys, and I appreciate your time. I really do hope you guys have a really happy Thanksgiving. I hope you eat until you can't stand up. And I hope the Vols absolutely bludgeon and smash Diego Pavia into the little pile of rubble he should be, that little turd. See ya.
Thank you, Roberto.
Dang.
A lot of hate on the show here at the end. And that's what you want on Thanksgiving when we're supposed to be thankful and grateful for things and everything.
Fellowship.
People to turn on the hate faucet.
I mean, my mouth flows hot all the time. I don't like being told who I should be rooting for. I think it'd be absolutely hysterical if Texas A&M loses to Texas. Those people will lose their minds down there.
On that note, we wrap up here this afternoon. Thanks to Jameson for coming out to the watch party here tonight. Thanks for Barley's for all their hospitality the past 5 hours or so. It's been a fantastic fan run afternoon.
It's starting to get busy.
You can feel it, man.
Yeah, there's nervous energy in the air right now. Tennessee's
basketball
getting ready to
time.
play. And Tennessee.
Big thanks to Walker Smith for all his hard work back at the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Outstanding work by you, sir. For Bear and Bob, I am merely Russell Smith. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. We'll keep you up to date on tomorrow, figure out what happens with Tennessee here, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great evening. Keep it tuned right here, Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting.
with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.